Senate. In these last days of the 8th week and the election results that gives the ninth week a form of solidarity, peace, unity. By the ninth week, at the results, it is more or less the future of the G2/3. Even when it's mostly what will then understand that few ideas over decades are not revealed. Unlike what it is in these days of our generations today. It comes with Ben's logo and such. This reveals that G2/3 this year of 2023 an identity of 20 years that knocks on an individual by transport to Ghana. I said then be bringing Yahweh an intriguing jurisdictions that judicate that is Sunday, the beginning of the ninth week, 2023. Our solidarity and peace, unity body of multilateralism. Since God has spoken here in Psalm 107 verses 2, you should know it's of one day to the seventh day, and within that seventh day, a people can sit in an auditorium, a stadium that is nothing less than a 100,000 capacity of people. We call that Psalm 107, then verses 2. The relationship between African Union and European Union that had faded off into Abuja, that there's a low government among the municipal called EU, another one called AU. According to the statement of the Antonio Guterres, at the time, probably my decision, yet it's left of us a federation of Africa and a federation of Europe. And yet, that is G2 triggering that from my area on mainland and from King Charles III area in Buckingham Palace. Now, this Psalm 107 verses 2 are declared that in one of the weeks of 52 in a single year, probably like in 2023, there's a specific 7 days that will bring all of us into a stadium of nothing less than 100,000 capacity of people pouring in. But yet first, it's going to be from two sides capacity, the continent of Africa and the continent of Europe. It said, let the redeemed of the Lord say so, who he had redeemed from the hands of the enemy. And 3 says here, and gathered them out of the land from the east and from the west, from the north and from the south. If you look at verses 2 and 3 there, you will understand that the G2 is between what happened in Buckingham and what happened at one of my palaces. But when you look at verses 3 there, you see that the G2 are turned to G3, adding Israel from wherever it's hiding, where the redeemed part of Israel, the Lord had said so, whom he had redeemed from the hands of the enemies, and gather them out of the land from the east and from the west and from the north and from the south. But let me let you understand this aspect of it.
India's an amazing place. Nearly 20% of everyone on the earth lives in India. The progress in health in India is pretty impressive. The childhood death rate has been cut. They've gotten new vaccines out. They've improved the coverage, but there's still a lot to do. In fact, the models from India will help the entire world. I always love the energy. I love to come and see the progress. India's an amazing place.
In that part, if you wouldn't look at it very deeply, you will see this one as well.
A super advanced combat helicopter drone. The MQ-8 Fire Scout. A distinguishing features of the chopper is its four-blade main rotors that reduces noise, improve lift capacity and performance, and its stub wings, which serve both an aerodynamic purpose as well as an armament carriage location. The aircraft is powered by a Rolls-Royce M250 turboshaft engine. The engine is capable of producing 420 horsepower, enabling the aircraft to be capable of flying a maximum speed of 213 kilometers per hour and an altitude of 20,000 feet. The MQ-8 drone also incorporates advanced avionics that allows for many tasks to be automated, as well as also improving its capabilities. As a combat helicopter, the MQ-8 will be able to carry Hellfire missiles and Viper strike laser-guided weapons, advanced precision kill weapon systems, and a laser-guided 70mm folding fin rocket.
This is where I say, what do you suggest about pain when a single pain is caused by a people who are selfless and stupid? Romans 12 verses 11. Never be lacking in zeal, but keep your spiritual fervor serving the Lord. This is when Israel, wherever is hiding and running from north, east, west, side, guiding from around the world to join the G2. Make it simply G2, G3. And why then do you have to put this in your mind that every day is about war?
The Security Council is called to order.
In the Security Council chamber, Ukraine's foreign minister wanted to remember the cost of the past year, the cost of Russia's invasion.
I kindly ask everyone to observe a minute of silence in memory of the victims of the aggression.
But Russia's representative here, Interworth, continues. In truth, though, this day could only be about reflection of a year that changed the world, because there is no projection for what comes next.
We never give up. We are Ukrainians. Thank you.
Now, if you say you never give up, I need you right now at the uptown police stations, better still. I'd like you all to understand what exactly attribute. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I then fear? The Lord is a stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid of? It's time I burst into the economy and I'm arrest Yahweh. But better still, leave all and follow Christ. What does it mean to leave all and follow the Lord? The venerable and Anglo-Saxon monk who wrote numerous commentaries on the scriptures explain what is meant to Matthew and for us to follow as disciples of the Lord Jesus. I want you all to keep in mind the progress of the end of the 8th week. There are numerous issues around town that actually had brought us back to the uptown station, and then there is something around the town, which is probably a vehicle, a walkie-talkie that drives through the rivers, and then there are answers between the Ukraine East and the Ukraine West. You are Ukrainians because you are on the European Union. Those Ukrainians that wouldn't be, they are no longer Ukrainians, they are Russians. New currencies and new symbols and ideas and all sorts flows through the rivers in our agreements. I want you to remember what had transpired that we cannot actually say tomorrow until when today is carried out. Let's see where there are countries where everybody are focusing on issues, mainland. If we can achieve that Land Cruiser today, there are 2 of them in time, and there are 32 million somewhere very close to G2, G3, but yet the answer is within these hits. Vote that guy with 8 on his head. Maybe we can find a way to rush him down to the uptown station to declare his assets, and when that such small institution cannot build, it had taught what Christ can do through Yahweh.